watching right now, because then you're going to understand whoever get in my way, I'm a dog walk their ass.
Hey, what's going on? This is Big Mike Raider. Hey, and we got to talk about Jackson Powers Johnson. It seems to be a real heated battle between Jackson Powers Johnson and Jordan Meredith for that center spot. You know, Pete Carroll said in the press conference that this is a real battle going on. At first, we didn't believe it, right? And then it turned out that this is a real thing. But guys, there's no need to worry about it, because I'm going to tell you what, I think we're in good hands either way, whether JPJ is at center or JPJ is at guard. But if you didn't hear what Pete Carroll had to say about the competition between the two, check this one out.
First off, it just goes right to the heart of everything. It's always competing. These guys are battling for their playing time, and they're battling. It's a good battle. You asked about Jordan specifically. He's done well. He played really efficiently last year. His numbers and his consistency really showed up, even though he didn't seem right as a regular all the time. So he just opened our eyes in the offseason studies, and so we're just giving him a shot. JPJ's working his tail off, and both those guys are battling. So it just makes us better. And they're not the only two. There's battles across the board, but that's one that that jumps out at you.
So JPJ scored a 63.9 overall PFF grade as a guard and a center together. He had a 68.3 rushing grade and 70.4 passing grade. In 956 snaps played, he had a whopping 14 penalties. We got to clean that up, JPJ. And only 2 sacks allowed, which is ranked amongst right in the middle of the pack amongst guards. So we saw JPJ kind of move around a lot, right? We saw JPJ move at left guard. He played most of his snaps at left guard. He had 506 snaps at left guard, 421 snaps at center, and then he played 29 snaps at right guard, where he's slotted to be this season. I'm going to show you a little bit about JPJ at the right guard position, where he played in limited role week 3 against the Carolina Panthers. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's check it out. All right, so this is JPJ right here. He is going to be on your left-hand side. He's playing the right guard position, where he's going to be slated to be this season if he doesn't win that starting spot at center against Jordan Meredith. He's going to be on that right side, right guard. He's going to be on your left-hand side of the screen. This is week 3 against the Carolina Panthers. This was hard to watch. We got our ass beat pretty bad against the Carolina Panthers. Not going to lie to you. Defense looked horrible. But there were some good things that JPJ did on the offensive line. Let's let it ride. Right here. So see, got him highlighted right there. You got a 3 technique on the outside shade. And there you go. And he's a people mover, guys. Even when pass blocking, you see right there, he kind of turns a little bit. You kind of want him not to commit so much, turning his shoulder, especially because there is going to be a stunt right here. He does recognize the stunt, but luckily the quarterback gets rid of the ball quicker so he doesn't get a sack. So let's see how the rest of this goes, right? People mover right there. Way to recognize that there's a stunt going on, but there you go. A little bit of the pass blocking that you will see from JPJ right there. Nothing wowing, but this is stuff that you need to see, stuff that make you feel, give you that warm and fuzzy. Let's see the next one. All right, here we go. He's going to be on our right-hand side of the screen. You see it highlighted right there. Let's see what he does right here. Way to recognize the stunt right there, stalemate right there, and he pushes the guy basically into the crowd. So let's check out this next one right here. So we got JPJ highlighted, and he's going to be on the right-hand side of the screen. You can see, and let's see what he does right here. There you go. There you go. A little bit, some bad technique right there, bad recognition. We got to clean that up. With the good, there's the bad. So we got to, show that when we're talking about pass protection. He did a good job for the most part, but this is where he missed an assignment just a little bit. You want your communication between, the center and the tackle in this situation. So let's see what happens right here. I did a rewind on this. Let's see what happens. So right there, turns his hips just a little bit. You want him to kind of be square. You don't want him to commit too much to one side unless you know for sure that there's nobody home. And you saw last minute there was a stunt, and he ended up getting bit pretty bad in this situation. You want him to square up and form that pocket for the quarterback to feel safe. And he turns the shoulders just a little bit. It needs to be cleaned up, but he does okay the next plays down the line. So there you go. Let it ride. Still got the completion, but you want to see better, right? So we got Jackson Powers Johnson right here on the right-hand side. He's highlighted right here playing right guard, also against the Panthers right here. So let's check it out. Let's see what he does here. So right here, he sees that Andre James has it under control, and he does this a lot for his tackles. He does favors for his tackles, and he sets a statement right here, putting somebody on their seat. I love it. A mean streak, what you see from Jackson Powers Johnson. Let's check it out. Puts the man on his seat. You got to love it. So here we go. We got him on the left hand. We got him on the left-hand side of the screen. This time he's playing left guard. So, you know, if he does get moved around, we know that Dylan Parham can play the right guard position. So if they do a switcheroo, you know, in a scenario where, you know, Parham moves over to the right, JPJ can move to the left and be just as effective. He actually looks a lot better against the Saints in this situation. Had one of his best games of the season against the Saints, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about right here. Let's let it roll. All right, we got the highlight right here, and you see right there, and putting somebody on their seat once again. That's what you're gonna do. He's a big helper of the guards when he needs to be. He's a great pass blocker, and he's always looking for work. That's exactly what you want from your guards right here. This is one of my favorite plays. JPJ showing tremendous effort right here. And this is what you're going to get from him in run blocking situations. He's a people mover. He's a mauler. And this is why I think Pete Carroll wants him to be moved to the guard position. Let's check that out and see what he does. All right, let's let it ride right here. Let's let it ride. You see him. He's on your left-hand side of the screen. Moves up to the second level. Makes a move. And there you go to the third level, hurls over somebody and puts a DB on his back. Pancake action right there at the third level. Somebody buy this man a steak dinner. That is excellent effort, excellent blocking at the second level and at the third level for JPJ. The effort, everything that you see right there is impeccable. That's what you want to see from your guard. Regardless of where he is, he's going to show that effort. He did some great things at the center position, but there is no doubt that he can bring the same noise at that guard position. Let's check out the next one. All right, this time he's going to be on our right-hand side of the screen. He's still playing left guard. Here we go. Let's check it out. Let's let it ride right here. There you go. Washes a guy down and makes him go on a knee right there. And then he's finding work at the second level, trying to get into some trouble. And you got to love it from JPJ, just a bully, a people mover, a building mover. This guy can do a bunch. He does it all. He is special wherever he is. And I'm excited, guys. But that is the film breakdown from JPJ right there at both guard positions, right? Now, we don't know where he's going to be. He could be at the center position when it's all said and done in this competition. It's a heated competition between JPJ and Jordan Meredith. I didn't believe it at first, but that's what it is. But I'm here to tell you, regardless of where he is, JPJ will get the job done. I promise you that. And you can see what he does in film. Now, it's not perfect. Nobody is perfect. We saw that he missed some assignments. He committed too much on pass protection to one side, and he got bit in the stunt. But it's okay, right? Because you can fix that. Guys, let me know what you think about it. But let's hear about what JPJ has to say about the competition and just being a Raider in general.
It's your second go around being a part of these OTAs here in Las Vegas, but with this new Carroll regime, now it's really starting to get going. And, what is your impression of this new staff?
You know, I think the whole team's in a developmental mindset. I mean, it's been awesome. We've been flying around, having fun. I mean, this is the most fun I've had in football since I was a little kid, and it's super exciting. I mean, we're competing, and we're going out there and playing football, so can't complain.
Has the offensive line done so far, just as you're learning Chip Kelly's system?
I think everyone's doing great. Like I said, developmental mindset. I mean, it's been a lot of fun. You know, I've been in a couple of offenses in my time, but it's super fun. It's super great. And like me being an Oregon guy, getting to run a little bit of old Oregon fires me up a little bit.
So there you go. That's JPJ, a guy who's willing to get the job done wherever position he is placed. He's going to be a gamer. He's going to be a guy that's going to be a people mover, whether he's playing at the center position or the guard position. So Raider Nation, don't be alarmed. He's going to be at the right place at the right time, regardless of where he is. But guys, that is the video. Make sure you guys like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. That is the JPJ film breakdown with some reactions. I'm your boy, Big Mike Raider, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I hope you're watching right now, because then you're gonna understand whoever get in my way, I'm a dog walk their ass.